Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Clippers versus Kings NBA matchup on Sunday, February 25th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we've done at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people who have big bankrolls, like looking for a one-on-one style service. We offer those as well, but they're not available on the website. You got to text that number that you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. Clippers taking on the Kings. And the Clippers, well, this team is a team that we've seen ups and downs, highs and lows all season long. I'm not really sure what team we're going to see it down the stretch. But when I looked at the odds over the All-Star break of the teams, the odds of the West Coast teams to make the NBA Finals, the Clippers were the second choice, and I think that is a little on the aggressive side, I have to say that. I think they're a good team. I think we certainly have seen them bounce off the mat. They're not as bad as some other people here at Pickdawgz make them out to be, but at the same time, they're certainly not NBA Finals material, at least not with the Denver Nuggets, the Thunder, the Lakers, and the Warriors, and everybody else out there. That's for sure, and I think some of those other teams you might say, well, those guys aren't all that good this year. I'll tell you what, you let LeBron James and Steph Curry in the door, you probably have invited trouble if you're a team looking to advance deep into the playoffs. We look at the Sacramento Kings. This team was a team I had really high expectations of going into the season. That's my own fault for doing that. I think they've been very good this season, but at the same time, they're still the same Sacktown Kings. These guys are going to disappoint us, especially in spots where they look like they should have no problem at all. Where the Kings have always been good, at least to us, is as a road dog. And I think, that's certainly a place where we have certainly had a lot of success with them. In fact, the Kings 17-12-1 against the number on the road this season, even with a 14-14 straight up record. The Kings, 28-26-1 against the number overall. So not a great cover team, not a bad cover team, kind of like a Vegas cover team, right? It's kind of 50-50 and the house keeps the juice. When we look at, what these teams have done when they've played each other, they haven't really played each other much recently. They started the season playing each other twice right out of the gate. It was the Clippers getting the best of it in both of those matchups. The one in Sacramento winning by 14 points, 131-117, and then in a lower scoring game in LA, 119-99 for the Clippers. So two pretty one-sided wins here for the Clips in this scenario. The Kings have come out pretty decently. They beat the Spurs, but they were a big favorite. And I think the spot what we learned about the Kings, when they're a big favorite, home favorite, all that kind of stuff, we just either steer clear. We either take the other team or we steer clear altogether. And I think that was something that we were able to do in that last game against the Spurs. Meanwhile, for the Clippers, they came out, they got beat up by the Thunder Buddies in their first game out of the All-Star break. Love that one. It was one of our top premium plays. And then, the next time out, squeaked by the Memphis Grizzlies as a 9-point favorite. Did not cover the spread in that thing or even come remotely close. I think, the tail of the tape, of course, the Clippers have a lot of star players. We know that. And we know that they have Kawhi and they have, who can play on both ends of the court. This guy wins trophies, right? I mean, that's what he does. And, I'm not so sure that this Clippers team is of that caliber. They certainly shoot the three well. They have all the measurables. They're not going to miss free throws, right, in the clutch, hitting almost 82% from the charity stripe. But what we see from the Clippers are half-hearted efforts sometimes. And I think, on the other side of this, when the Kings are underdogs, that's when they play their best, especially on the road. That's just one of those spots. I'm going to take the Kings, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.